What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So as I said previously, Chris Bumstead vs Ramon Dino deserves a separate video. So here it is. Let's start by looking at the scorecards. So apparently Chris Bumstead won it with perfect scores again. And in my opinion, that is kinda confusing. And before I explain that, let me tell you guys something. All of you who have been following me know that I am a huge Chris Bumstead fan. And I was the one who had solid belief that no one can touch Chris Bumstead this year either. But the more you look at some of these comparisons, the more you realize that Ramon Dino actually pushed Chris Bumstead very hard this time. Yes, forget about the fact that Chris has 20 million IG followers, and the fact that he is the nicest guy in the IFBB Pro League. And let's just take a look at some of these comparisons. Although Chris Bumstead has never had great set of forms, I am talking about his biceps. But his aesthetics have always been so great that he sets the tone with that shot. But the way Ramon Dino was positioning himself and executing that shot, his waistline appeared smaller than Chris Bumstead, and that was a really close shot between these two guys. So the side chest was always Chris Bumstead's pose. He looks so massive in that shot, he is so thick, with that incredible detail on the side of his legs. No one can touch him in that shot. Now first I'm gonna put a comparison of Ramon's Black Devil biceps from 2021 and 2023. His first versus third Mr. Olympia. That is one hell of a transformation. So Chris Bumstead did not shut the door on Ramon in that Black Devil bicep pose either. Yes, he was better at the prejudging, but if we look at the comparisons from the finals, I have to say it seems like that Ramon Dino is edging him out here at the finals. Now before we talk about more comparisons, I want to mention Chris Acito here, Ramon Dino's coach, because so many Brazilians kept commenting that Ramon should switch his coach before this year's Mr. Olympia. Like it or not, Chris Acito has played a huge role in Dino's evolution in the last 2 years or so. And when he says that they are on their way to win Classic Physique title next year, whether Chris Bumstead is there or not, I 100% believe him. Now you wanna know in which pose Ramon Dino pushed Chris Bumstead the hardest. And I'm gonna go on a limb and say kinda exposed him in that shot. That was the abs and thigh pose. That one shot that was a showstopper for Chris Bumstead ever since he came onto the scene because of that amazing vacuum that he has. First of all, Ramon's abs looked way better than Chris Bumstead. And not only just that, check out the difference of fullness in that chest area of Ramon and Chris Bumstead. So out of the total of 4 shots, Ramon Dino was extremely competitive and comparable in 3 of those shots. So this is where my confusion about the scorecards came in. How did Chris Bumstead win with the perfect scores? Now before people start bashing me, the point of this video isn't that Chris Bumstead shouldn't have won. I truly think that he was the winner, no doubt. He won it fair and square. His structure is still so much superior than Ramon Dino. But the point is, it was not at all a slam dunk, like last year, and like we all expected. And more important than that, we should all appreciate Ramon Dino for his efforts and the work that he has put in. So let's talk about Chris Bumstead again. One cannot imagine how mentally tough Chris Bumstead really is. I mean, the man tore his lats at 10 weeks out of the show, and still he showed up like this. Chris Bumstead has fought through an autoimmune disease, a hamstring tear, a bicep tear, and now a lat tear. But somehow he still comes out on top. And that is what we call a champion's mentality. 5 consecutive Mr. Olympias. That is a legacy that will forever be remembered. And a huge shout out to Ramon Dino and Chris Acito as well. He has distanced himself from the rest of the pack even more than last year. So kindly leave your thoughts in the comments below about this whole Chris Bumstead vs Ramon Dino fight. Was it close in your eyes? And will Chris Bumstead continue to compete, or is he gonna retire? So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.